If you own an EV, you know the feeling. I mean, you really know it. You're on a long drive and you're just staring at that range number, watching it drop. And you start making these little bargains with yourself. Okay, maybe if I turn the heat down just a little, or maybe I just want to accelerate so fast. We've all been there, right? You're there, fighting this little battle of grams, trying to squeeze every single kilometer you can out of that battery. But here's the crazy part. While you're doing that, the car's engineers are fighting a secret, full-blown war, and it's happening right under you. I'm not kidding. The biggest battle for the future of EV range isn't just happening inside the battery pack. It's happening in your car seat. So let's get into how this hidden war is pretty much changing the whole game. Okay, so at the very heart of this whole thing is the seat frame. The skeleton that holds your seat together. For decades, these things have been made out of heavy, solid steel. But now, especially in high-end EVs, they're swapping that old-school heavy metal for something much, much lighter. Magnesium alloy. So how much lighter are we talking? Well, if you swap all the seats in a 5-seater car from steel to magnesium, you can save anywhere from 30 to 50 kilograms. Now, to put that in perspective, that is literally like kicking a first grader out of your car before every trip. It's a huge weight saving from a place you would never even think to look. So why on earth does this matter? Well, all that weight you just saved translates directly into the one thing every EV driver wants more than anything: range. We're talking an extra 10 to 15 kilometers of real-world driving. And you know what? That could be the difference between easily making it to the next charger or making a very embarrassing call to a tow truck. So what is this stuff anyway? A magnesium alloy seat frame is basically the spine of your seat, but instead of being made of steel, it's a special recipe of magnesium mixed with other things like aluminum and zinc. Think of it as the skeleton, just a super lightweight, high-tech version. Here's a great way to think about it. A steel frame is like a brick house. Yeah, it's solid, but it is heavy as heck to move. A magnesium frame, though, that's more like a high-tech carbon fiber tent. It's unbelievably light, but it's still engineered to be incredibly strong and stand up to a storm. And the numbers? They're just staggering. Magnesium alloy is only 23% as dense as steel. That's almost a 75% weight reduction. But, and this is a big but, that performance comes at a serious price. Look at that last column. It costs 4 to 6 times more than steel. This is not a cheap upgrade. It's a massive investment. And that crazy cost is just one of the catches. Turns out magnesium is just a nightmare to work with. It's super difficult to manufacture, it can corrode if it's not treated with special coatings, and the equipment you need to make the parts is just outrageously expensive. All this means the tech is really only an option for high-end, mass-produced luxury models for now. So you have to wonder, right? If it's so expensive and such a pain to deal with, why are car companies even bothering? Well, because the payoff is huge. It really comes down to 3 key benefits that totally justify that insane price tag. Here it is. This is like the golden rule in EV world. For every 10 kilograms of weight you can cut from the car, you can either boost its range by 5 to 7%, or you can make the battery smaller, which saves a ton of money. It's an incredibly powerful reason to go on a diet. Let's look at a real-world example so this isn't just theory. Take the Porsche Taycan. Their engineers got obsessed and switched the front seat frames to magnesium alloy. The result? They saved 8 kilograms per seat. That's 16 kilograms saved just from the 2 front seats. And what did that one change get them? About 5 extra kilometers of real-world range. That is some next-level engineering, and it translates directly into more road and less worry for the person behind the wheel. Now, I know what everyone's thinking. Hold on. Lighter has to mean less safe, right? That's just common sense. But this is where things get really, really interesting. It's the complete opposite. Lighter, in this case, actually means safer. And that's not just some marketing line. The data proves it. In the super tough European crash tests, the Porsche Taycan, with its magnesium seats, scored 8% higher on side impact protection than a major competitor using old-school steel seats. Why? Because magnesium alloys are fantastic at absorbing the energy from a crash, which protects you better. Okay, listen up. This is the part that could save you from getting completely played at a dealership. Let's bust 3 common myths you're going to hear about this technology. This is your anti-scam guide. First up, the big one. Isn't magnesium flammable? Am I sitting on a bomb? Okay, the truth is, while magnesium powder is flammable, a solid chunk of alloy needs to get over 600 degrees Celsius to catch fire. That's way hotter than a normal car fire. Here's a thought. Your aluminum wheels are also made from a flammable powder, but you're not worried about them exploding, are you? It's the exact same idea. Myth number 2. Oh, this is just another fancy gimmick for rich people. Not really. It's better to think of it as a life-saving drug for an EV. For a gas car, saving a few kilos doesn't really move the needle on fuel economy. But for an electric car, every single kilogram saved is a direct treatment for range anxiety. It's more of a necessity than a luxury. And finally, well, if it's so amazing, why isn't the whole car made of magnesium? Simple. It all comes down to return on investment. Engineers are smart about this. They use this expensive, high-performance material only where it's going to have the biggest impact for the cost, like in the seats. They're using a surgical tool for a very specific job, not a sledgehammer for the whole project. So, with all of this info, you now have a new superpower for the next time you go car shopping. You can actually see past the shiny paint and the big touchscreens to what really matters under the skin. So here it is, your cheat sheet. Number 1, it's a critical tool for adding range, but it is expensive. Number 2, lighter does not mean weaker. In this case, it actually means you're safer. And number 3, seeing a magnesium seat frame is a huge signal that a car company is dead serious about solving the biggest problems with EVs. So, the next time you find yourself sitting in a high-end EV, do me a favor. Give the seat a little pat. You're not just sitting on a comfy chair anymore. You're sitting on a brilliant piece of engineering that's designed to solve one of the biggest challenges in the entire auto industry. Now you'll know the secret it's hiding. And that really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? This isn't just about car seats. It's about this constant, invisible fight for efficiency and for performance. And when you realize that engineers are literally fighting for every single gram to make your car better, well, that's when you see the part of the auto industry that's truly sexy.